slightly frustrating to see 50 seconds conceded on GC when you're only 7 or 8 behind on the top of the Galibier?
I mean, of course, I would have liked to, close the gap instead of that it opening up even more. But I think for the first part of the downhill, I kept the gap. The second part is more straight and where gravity helps you out a bit more, and I think it helped him out in this situation. So I think that's just how it is, and I have to accept it. Of course, I would have liked to stay with him, but that's life. And I mean, we came here believing that we would lose time the 3 out of the first 4 stages. So to only lose time in one of them is pretty good in my opinion.
So you expected to lose time in 3 stages. I mean, how much did you expect to lose, or how much did you fear you might lose in these 3 stages?
I mean, of course, I would say 2 minutes or maybe more. So to be only 50 seconds behind is, it's still quite good, and my time will come, or our time will come.
Maybe not for you, Jonas, but for everybody else, it was a big uncertainty how you would come into this Tour de France, and of course the form. When you've had a little bit of time to reflect now, particularly on the first mountain test, what is your feeling? Are you satisfied with how it's gone?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty satisfied. As I said, I was also doubting myself going into this tour. I didn't know where I was as well, so to be able to only lose time in 1 out of 3 stages, or 4, but the sprint stage of course is different, but I think that's more than we could have expected. And to be honest, also today, it wasn't like he was a lot stronger uphill, so the tour is long and we will do our best.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Grisha, I suppose 2 ways you can look at today's stage: the sort of 50 metres that Johan conceded to Tadej, or the 50 seconds that he conceded at the finish line. One very positive, I suppose, one a bit less so. What will you focus on?
Yeah, I mean, we just take it day by day, and we take it how it is. I mean, he lost 50 seconds now, and we cannot say, okay, in the end, he only lost 6 seconds because, or whatever it was on the top of the climb. The times are taken on the finish line, and Tadej, including the bonies, he took 50 seconds. But we have to live with that, and we also can live with that.
And the time lost on the descent, you put some of that down to maybe a bit of rustiness, maybe the fact that Pogačar really, well, he's done a lot of training on these roads as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jonas also did the reckon of this descent, but we also, let's not forget that he had a very bad crash 3 months ago and in a descent, and also maybe the last bit of confidence is still not there. So there was also within the possibilities that Pogačar would anyway attack full in the descent, and I think when Jonas is on his wheel on the top, then it's very hard to drop somebody in the descent. But if it's 1 by 1, then it is possible, and that's what Pogačar did, and fair enough that they tried, because bike racing is also up and downhill, not only uphill. So that's just like it is.
Matteo was obviously Jonas's last domestique. Just generally, how did you judge the team performance today?
Yeah, I think today we saw that we miss an uninformed Sepp Kuss in this race, but that we knew when we had to take the decision that Sepp is not coming, because we don't have a climber like Sepp next to Jonas on the team. And I think Matteo, maybe he expected a bit more himself, but in the end he finishes, I think, with the group that goes for 9th place. So he was up there, and there were other guys also getting dropped. And I mean, I didn't expect, or we didn't expect, that Matteo would be the last helper when only Jonas and Pogačar left, that Matteo is the next one on the road.
It seemed as though UAE sacrificed Adam Yates. We expected him to be the last guy to stay with Pogačar. They've obviously changed their plan slightly.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I would guess when Almeida was pulling and Adam Yates got dropped, then he just didn't have a very good day, because then you didn't sacrifice him because he didn't do any work. But they obviously they have a very, very strong team uphill, but that's no surprise.
Next question.